Hello everyone. Good morning. So we'll start with our class for today. So in last class, we started with some of the dashboarding related work. We have seen or we created few of the charts.
Hi, Prakshita.
Yeah. Hi.
We haven't received that DAX PowerPoint file.
DAX PowerPoint. 1 minute.
Sir, not PowerPoint, it's DAX.
PBIX file. I got it. Let me see what to my I'll upload all the decks as it is, so that you guys can also refer those decks. Okay, there's a new link where I'm uploading all these. I'll just share it right now with you guys. Just give me a minute. So in the old drive link, somehow like some issue was there and I was not able to upload. So there is a separate that's fine. And I'm also uploading this current workbook which we were using. I'll re-upload after our class too. So I'm just sharing the link. Can you please check on this link if you guys are able to access this link? I have uploaded all the files here. I hope everyone is able to open this link, right? Drive link. So there are around 7 decks which I have uploaded, 1 to 7. So whatever we have discussed, irrespective of, let's say, I'll just open any of the deck and show you. All the topics which we have discussed are been covered in this deck also. So same steps and everything has been written. So you can see these are how to create measures, how to create calculative field, modeling and all calculated tables. Everything is being mentioned here. So you can just go through these decks also. With respect to DAX language also, we have some examples here, which you can see for DAX expression. These things I've already shared the DAX cheat sheet also, but some of the functions are mentioned in the deck also. So you can just refer these decks in case if you have any doubts in future also.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Cool. Okay. So first of all, any doubts still here, whatever we have covered? Any doubts if anyone was not able to create any type of chart?
Yeah, only the last part, Prakshita, that we have applied filters, right?
The
On all
top 10
the
products. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll repeat this chart again then for today. Remove it off and we'll start from the scratch. Okay, so till now we were using all the graphs. Yeah, till now we were using all the charts from this visualization section. We were not using this pane called filters. Now this filters pane is different from the slicers which we have added on the dashboard. So these are called slicers which act as a chart type or a visual type which is added on the dashboard. So these slicers help end user. End user means whosoever is using this dashboard after you publish it off, those users will be able to filter that data on the dashboard. So these slices are specifically used for filtering the data on the dashboard itself. But there is a filters pane here where the creator the creator is we who are creating the dashboard, gets a flexibility of applying filter at different levels. So let's say I'm selecting a chart here, and we'll drag and drop the product name and sales about these total sales amount. Yeah. So you can see I have a product name, and against each product name, we have the total sales amount. We can enable the data label so that we can see what total sales amount are. Now we can see there are a lot of products which are shown on this graph, and having this complete list of product is not adding in any information to me or the user, right? It's not giving us any insight, because if you have a list of 500 or 600 products, and you have the sales amount, there will be many of the products who have the sales amount varying by like less than 1% or so, right? So there's no need to see all those products, because the focus point will not be those. Focus point is always how my top performing products look like, and how my bottom performing products look like. I need the top performing products because I can get that. Okay, if you guys know Pareto analysis, so we have a 80-20 rule, that whether my 20% of products are able to give me 80% of revenue or not. So in that cases, you just select top 20% of your product and see what revenue you are getting. Similarly, if you see the bottom 10% or bottom X number of products, that helps us in changing the business in a form that, okay, why these products, why are we not able to sell this product, right? Should we go ahead with any marketing option on those products, any discount, promotion, any kind of thing, right? So those are your focus products so that we can achieve more revenue. If those products are not at all needed, it's just an extra inventory and extra like investment the company is doing from their side, they can even remove those products. Like there's no need to sell based on which department those products like, which category they like. So all these kind of insights we need to generate by using this data. So we need to know what are the top metrics so that we can show the data in a very good format. So in that case, as a creator, I should have a flexibility of showing this top 10 top 10. If I write a SQL query and show top 10 products, obviously my complete data will get filtered for 10, right? I'll have only those products in my data set which are top 10. But I don't want that, right? I want only for this particular graph that filter should work in that manner, that I should be able to see only top 10 products. So in that case, what we can do is, you can see there are 3 types of filters. Filters on visual, filters on this page, and filter on all pages. So if we click on filters on this visual, click on the drop down and you choose filter type. So in general, you get 3 filtering type. Basic filtering type is where you'll get all the values in a drop down format, and you can choose which value you want to show it on the graph. That's one option. But if you have so many values, 500, 600 values, it's not possible to choose a few values. Also, the products may vary over time, which have the highest sales value, right? Top 10 products, which are today top 10, might not be the top ones tomorrow, right? So I cannot choose the product manually here. So in that, the next option we have is advanced filtering. So advanced filtering means, if you go here, advanced filtering, it has few conditions like this, like whether the value contains this name, this word or not. It does not contain this word. The value should start with a particular letter. It doesn't start with particular. So all these comparisons can be done in advanced filtering. These comparisons will differ if you have a continuous variable. Right now, English product name is a categorical variable. That's the reason we are seeing these options. If you have a continuous variable, the options will change accordingly. It will be like less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to, and all such options will be there. And the third option we get is top n. So in top n, click on top n. Yeah, in top n, you can choose the items whether you want to show from top or bottom. So you just select top or bottom from this drop down. You give a number on the rectangle next to that. Let's say top 10 I want to show. Now it's asking you on what condition you want to filter that top 10. You are filtering product name, and product name you want to filter top 10 products. But there should be some condition known, whether the order count of product should be more, or the profit should be more, or the revenue should be more. What is the value by which you want to do that comparison? That should be added here. So that is my total sales amount. And when I click on apply filter, you can see my data is being filtered for only top 10 products which have the highest sales. I'll add the data labels from the visualization segment, format part. So now I have, now my chart is ready, which is showing me top 10 products. Any doubts? Is it clear? I'll
Yeah,
just change the
and
title.
also please the slices part, like, how to select that slices. I was not able to do that.
How to select means how to create the slices, right?
No, I mean, we already have slices, right, like on the page. So we were
These
selecting, yeah,
you are
yeah.
saying? No,
Yes, I mean, we were selecting one thing and the filter was applied to all the other slices. Like you were, disabling that, enabling that, if you remember.
that is called edit interaction.
Okay.
Okay, I'll come.
Can you please show once
Yeah,
how to do that?
yeah, I'll do that. 1 minute. I'm just making the formatting similar to what we had before. So edit interaction, I said, let's say this one I said for maps. Right now, what happens is, let's say if I click on particular product, you can see all the data is being changing. All the charts are changing with respect to the product I have selected. I'll press this outside somewhere. Similar to that, if I click on any country, let's say Australia, all the data has been changing across all the tabs. So if I want to restrict this information that only these charts should get updated with the when I'm selecting a particular value, then we can do that part. So we can go to select a particular chart, let's say sales by country, select that, go to format option. Now go to edit interaction and format. When you click on edit interaction, you'll see these two icons, 2 or 3 icons. Based on the type of chart you have, you'll see either 2 or 3 icons. So the circle is basically that you don't want to apply any filter. So if you don't want that particular chart or card to get filtered by the value, you can choose this option of not filtering. This is none. This option is filter, which means you are telling that, okay, if any other values have been if the filter has been applied from a particular chart, then this chart should get filtered. So if you toggle this, or if this is in a bold color circle, that means no filtering. If this filter option is in bold color, that is filtering. So for all the cards, you have only 2 types of filters. But for the charts, you have 3 types of filters, which means there is a highlight which is there, which means there are 2 ways. If you select Australia, let's say, you can see now my y-axis is getting updated and the complete length of a bar is giving me the value of Australia. Whereas if you see for products, you can see there are 2 colors. One is a lighter blue line and one is a darker blue line. Lighter blue line indicates the total value of that product, and the darker area indicates how much value has been generated by Australia as a country for that specific product. So these are highlighters, which means you keep the original value as it is and you highlight the value of a selection you have done. Another way of doing is you just update the graph with the selected value. So it's up to you whether you want to add a highlighter or you want to add a filter there. If I show this also as a highlighter, you can see there are 2. The height of a bar is indicating the total sales and the darker gradient is indicating the sales value of Australia. So this is how you can choose which type of filtering you want for all the charts. And once you have done, you have made the changes, again click on edit interaction so that those options will go away. Is it clear? Any doubts?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. It's clear now.
Okay. Now we'll create a next tables. So let's say I'll create a table as a chart. And inside this table columns, we'll drag and drop full name of a customer. Drag and drop full name of a customer. Then you can drag and drop age. It's not needed, but okay. And occupation and income, let's see. So you have English occupation and you have yearly income. Now when you drag and drop, right, you see for some values it's doing the summation, for some values it's not. Now you need to think whether the summation is required or not. Does it make sense to add sum of age, do sum of age?
No.
No, right? Because if the customer name is occurring twice, it will unnecessary add up the age of the customer. So what we'll do is we'll go to this drop down of sum of age and we'll do don't summarize. Same thing, we need to do it with yearly income because again, yearly income of a customer is one number. If the customer value is occurring twice, you're not supposed to sum that information. The income cannot get doubled if you have two rows of the customer. So again, so you can see full name, age, English occupation, and yearly income. So this is many times what happens is when we want to show the data on the dashboard, we need to show the data in a tabular manner altogether in a table format, because if you have a lot of records or something, you need to show it in a table format. So in that case, when you drag and drop the columns here, you have chosen whether you want to summarize it off or not summarize. Now the header of the column also becomes important, right? How the header is being shown here. So what you can do is if you want to change the header, if you change the column header name, what you can do is that directly click on the card or the columns. Let's say yearly income is one of my column, right? So I'll double click on yearly income. You can see it got selected. Now you can rename this to income. So this is how you can rename. Once you rename, click outside. So it will get saved. So this is how you can rename. English occupation, double click, remove English, we'll just keep occupation. So full name, age, occupation, and income. Okay, if you want to do normal formatting to this, let's say style, right now it's a default one. If you want minimal style, you can show it in this format also. This is a style of a table, how you want to format your table. This is one style. This is bold header like this. Then alternating rows will get color coded. This is how you can do it. You might have seen in many of the dashboard, the information comes in this format, right? So these are just the formatting options which you can do. Contrast alternating rows. Then you have flashy rows.
Prekshita, one question.
Yeah.
What can be the maximum size of the table we can import here for visualization?
So for visualization, maximum size in terms of columns or records, you are saying?
Records. Suppose there is a product master, no? So what if it's the size is in TB, or like sales data can be in TBs, right?
And then you cannot import, see, the tables which you create on dashboard are your aggregated tables. So you're not supposed to pull the data at a raw level here. You need to pull the only required information in an aggregate format.
Okay, so what can be the maximum size for that?
Maximum size in the like a chart format is around, let's
Table
say,
form.
in the table format in the chart is around 1 million rows. But if you even try downloading those, it will not, you will not be able to download it off. So you can show the information of around 1 million on the chart. It's similar to what you have it in Excel also, right? But when you try to download it off, it creates a combination of 10 MB. which means that including your columns and the rows, based on number of columns you have, based on number of rows you have, and the size of the data, it will calculate the 10 MB, and based on whatever data is downloaded, is still 10 MB, you can download it off, else you cannot download. So that's the reason it's advised not to create the information at a raw level altogether.
Okay.
You can always create at an aggregate level,
Okay. Get it.
but not at a raw level. Okay. And even if you add too many rows now, the speed of this will get slow. Dashboards. So yeah, this is bold header, this is sparse, then condense. So you can choose any type of filtering you want. Okay, I'm going ahead with the default one right now. Then you have grids, whether you want to show the grid lines or not. Horizontal grid line, vertical grid line. Do you want to color those grid lines? Do you want to give a border to the grid line? So all these formatting options are there. What is the row padding you want to give? What is the font size you want to keep? Again, values, the values which you can see here, you can do the formatting on those values. Then you have column headers. Okay, column headers formatting you can do. Then you have total. Total means what is the total value at bottom? Do you want to see the total value at bottom or not? That's what you mean. So you have a label as total. You can toggle it on for values and you'll see the total value. I'll add a continuous column, then we can see that value. So let's say I want to add a new column. I should have a total value. See, there are too many columns here. Okay. See, it's asking for which column you want to do the totaling part. Let's say for income, if you want to do total. So apply to total that income. That option is there. Okay, I'll come to this again. So let's say I want to add a new column where I want to know how many times a customer has visited the store. Let's say this data, what we have is the store data. And I want to know how many times a customer has visited the store, which means, let's say, the data we have it as at order line level, right? We know which customer placed which order and what all items, right? So I want to know, let's say Aaron Alexander is there. How many times this customer has visited the store? Any idea how we can do that? Just think on it once.
What is the question, Prakshita? Sorry.
The question is, I want to know how many times a customer has visited the store. My data is at customer order and item level, right? I know a customer is placing an order and how many items. So using that data, I want to know, let's say customer Aaron Alexander is there. How many times this customer has visited the store?
Count of customer key from sales data.
Is it? Just
As
think
a
again.
customer key.
Just think again. No, that's not correct. But think again what's wrong there.
There is one column called sales order line number. So that we can use it, I mean, the count.
No, but
Count
let's say
or the sum.
I'm going to the store. I buy it for 10 items. Okay. So now for all the 10 items, my order ID will be same. The customer ID will be same. And if I count the order line number which you are saying, that's the item number. So that means I visited 10 times to the store.
You can take a distinct count of
Distinct count of what?
customer key.
If I'll take distinct count of customer key, so let's say in a month, if I went to the store 3 times, it will just count once. Correct, no?
Count of order ID grouped by customer ID.
Order ID grouped by customer ID. Okay. Okay, in that scenario, one condition can be there. It's almost correct, but one issue might come, might not come, is that me being a customer on a given date, let's say today, I went to the store 2 times. So in morning, I brought 10 items, and I came home, and suddenly I realized that I forgot to buy one important item. I went again, I brought one more item. Now the order ID for that item will be different. So this your logic is correct. Either you can go with a combination of the customer and the order ID, or you can count it for each customer. You can count the order IDs also, that based on number of order IDs, the customer has visited the store. But if the order ID is getting splitted into multiple times, let's say, it depends on how the data has been stored, right? So let's say if you use Amazon, you can see, if you can order 5 items. I'm not talking about the grocery part, but I'm talking about the omni-channel part, which means, let's say if I'm ordering 5 items, let's say one from electronics department, one from utensil department, one from apparel, and something like that, right? So now all the 5 items are owned by other vendors. Now I might have 5 different order IDs for all the 5 items, or all the items belonging to one vendor might have one order ID, right? So again, the level of the data, the understanding of the data can change. So directly jumping into count distinct of order ID or count distinct of item number, please go through what data you have, how it looks like. If you do that, whether that output will be correct or not, right? Because I gave you a lot of examples in terms of how it can go wrong, right? So in that, if everything is fine, you can simply go ahead and do count of order ID. But if you should have an understanding about how that order ID is being generated. If you have an understanding about that, you are doing the right thing, you are counting the right numbers. Another way is you can count the date directly. So if you count for each customer, if you count the unique number of dates, that means on that date, the customer has visited the store. So let's say I'll just add that column. Drag and drop order date here. Yeah, when I drag and drop order date here, it's showing me to a date hierarchy format. I don't want to see it as a date hierarchy. So what we'll do is click on the drop down and do order date like this. Now I have the dates. So if you see the data, see there is Aaron Dice as a customer who has placed an order on 26th September and 2nd December. So now you want to show the count here. We don't want to show the raw level, right? That okay, now my output should be at a customer level where the customer name was not repeated. But right now in the output, my customer name is repeated. So what will I do is go to order date and we'll do count distinct. So now these are the visits. Aaron Hill has visited 1 time. Abhay Patil has visited 2 times, and at bottom you can see the total number. I can rename the column to visits. Any doubt how we did this?
Yeah, can you please repeat one more time?
Yeah. So to count this, to know how many times a customer has visited the store, I am using a column as a order date as a differentiator, that on a given date, if a customer has placed an order, that means he has visited the store. So I'll drag and drop order date into columns. When I drag and drop order date into columns, it by default shows the data in a date hierarchy format, year, quarter, month, day as a separate one. If the data is in this format, I cannot understand what date it is talking about, right? So what we'll do is we'll change it into date hierarchy. Sorry, from date hierarchy, we'll change it to continuous order date. So now you can see the data has been converted into continuous order date. Now from the data, I can see Abhay Patil has placed 2 orders, one on 23rd June and the second order on 8th of June. So now my output, what I wanted was my customer name should not repeat. Against each customer, I wanted the count of the visits the customer has done. So again, this data right now is in a raw format. So what we'll do is we'll go to order date as a drop down and we'll do count distinct. Now, when I did count distinct, I can see the output. Now, Abhay Patil has placed 2 orders or made 2 visits to the store. And at bottom, we also have an option of total 190 unique order dates.
Like, should we select like, count distinct or only count? Because, if he visits in the morning, then in the evening, in the real-time scenario, we will get
So in
only.
real-time scenario, we for a day, we count only 1 visit.
Okay. Okay.
Because there are very rare scenarios where the second visit will happen on a particular day. And the second visit, if you have the data where you have the pickup related information also, so the customer has just come to pick up the date order also. So there are many cases where your definition might change based on the data you have. So that's the reason I was telling in starting also that understand your data first and see whether the definition what you are using is making sense with the data you have or not. That's very important. Now I'll change the column name to visits. Okay. Yeah, now in the data, you can see the first row is null. Like there are few customers for which I don't have the customer name in my table. So that is giving me null as an option, right? So what I don't need these customers because since I don't even know the customers, what will I do with the visits for these, right? So what we can do is instead of showing this information on the dashboard, we can do filters and from full name, you can remove the blank. You can do select all and remove blank. Or you can also go to advanced option here and choose a condition of not blank. Both of them are correct.
I had a question.
Huh.
Yeah, so basically that, I mean, the possibility may be very less, but there may be a possibility, right, that the full name may not be present, but all the other info is present, which may be important for the analysis. So,
But right now, full name, age, occupation, income, all the 3 information were not present.
but we only selected full name, right?
See, this is a combination where all the 3 is not present. So that this clearly means if you don't have full name, you don't have the age, you don't have the occupation, you don't have the income. These 3 columns are not acting independently, right? For that particular customer, you are bringing age, column, and income.
Got it.
My answer is coming as 964.
Mine also.
You did count distinct or count?
Count
Count.
distinct only.
Yeah, it's same for me.
Okay. Not sure why it is like that.
And also I'm getting the count for age and yearly income as well, like in the total count.
That you can remove from the format option. You can toggle the button of totals off and specific columns, right? You
Okay.
have this apply to total. You can toggle it off. These are the settings which we can do for specific columns.
Can you tell me, income also you have done, don't summarize?
Yeah.
Okay, that also I have done, but still I'm getting 964 wrong.
You're getting visits at 964. No, okay, no problem. That is that depends on the data. So, like I'm not saying and there's no point of cross-checking the data right now that the number should be exact same, because ideally it should have been same, but my data is a sample data, right? It's not a real-time data. So we are doing it, but whenever you are doing at an industry level, it's always a good practice that you cross-check with your database. So run a SQL query and see in that particular, if you would have done the same thing in SQL, how would you have written, right? Select group by, select full name, comma, age, occupation, income, comma, visit. Sorry, you'll count all these things. Your group by will be full name, and all these things will be your minimum or maximum for that customer. And you'll get all this information in this format. 1 minute. So your SQL query will be select from table, group by, full name, and now this full name will be sitting here also. Now, ideally, your age should be 1 only. So even if you take max of the age of that customer, it should come, because in that dim customer table, this customer name is a unique ID. So it will have only 1 row. So either you can take max of age, or you can even add it in the group by. Both the things are, both of them is correct. Same you can do for occupation and all. And for visits, what you'll do is you'll do count distinct of order date. So if you quickly run this query on your database and see what is the output you are getting, what is the total you are getting. So from that total, your Power BI total should match. So that's a quick check we should always do whenever we create the report. Right now, I'm not sure why our number is not matching, because we have not done anything separate. Even the data set is same. So might be 1 or 2 rows are getting like I counted it off. Like I'm not sure what is happening there. And even null, you were getting 18? Were you guys getting null also in a full name?
Yeah. I got none.
Okay, then there might be some extra records which are there. But again, since this is the dummy data, it's a sample data, so we don't have to worry here. But whenever you are doing it like live dashboarding at an industry level, that time you need to make a check with the DB directly. Okay. The next part was filtering. Let's add the total sales amount for these. I'll drag and drop the total sales amount also. This is the total sales amount for each customer. Now, yeah. So now you can see these numbers are very like too many numbers if you show it in the tabular format, right? So we can do conditional formatting to see so that the readability becomes easy for any person. So how to do conditional formatting here is go to format visual. You have cell elements. Scroll down. You can choose the option on which column you want to do the conditional formatting. So let's say I want to do it on total sales amount. So I have chosen the series as total sales amount. And from here, if you go background color, so these are different type of conditional formatting which you can do. If you just toggle the background color as on, so based on the value, the gradient of the color will change. Darker the gradient, higher the value. That's how it indicates. So this is one way of doing it. Another way is font color. Instead of changing the background, you're changing the font color. The gradient color will indicate the higher value. Then you have the data bars also. You can show it in terms of data bars. Here, the length of the bar indicates the value. Then you have some fixed icons here. So these using this icon option makes sense when you have 4 to 5 values and each value represents one icon. Right now, your sales value is being like it's a continuous in nature, right? So adding icon on this format or on this column doesn't make sense. Now, let's say if we go ahead with the background color. Now let's say this color coding right now it's by default. Based on the minimum value and the maximum value, the gradient will vary accordingly. Darker color will indicate the maximum value, lighter color will indicate the lowest value. But if in case you have fixed values in place, you want to give the condition by yourself. Right now, what you see on the chart, you are not controlling it off, but you want to control this. So you have this fx function. Click on this conditional formatting function. And you can write the rules here. So you can choose format style as gradient, apply to what all things, values, totals and all, which column, what is the color code you want to give for the minimum value, highest value. If you want to take it from the data directly, the minimum and the highest value, you can go ahead with the lowest value. If you want to enter your value by yourself, you can even enter the value by yourself. And you can change the colors also. So this is one way of doing it. Another way is rule-based. Rule-based we'll see in the dashboard. I'll talk about the variance column and I'll explain this. In rule-based, you write conditions that, okay, if it's greater than this and less than this, then this color. If the value is between this number to this number, then this color. These are the rules which you specify here and the color coding will happen accordingly. And the third is field value. Which field you want to color code directly. So field value doesn't make sense here, but yeah, you can choose which field, based on what field you want to do the formatting. So again, the complete column will get formatted. So these are some conditional formatting options which you can go ahead and choose. Okay.
I know like which one you have selected in the vision, which
Background color.
background color. I'm not able to find that
Under cell elements, you'll find that.
in the cell elements. Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you.
Now, let me show you the conditional formatting first. Okay, so let's say, where is this? Okay, this column is there, right? Last month sales percent, 3.4%. Now, if we show such numbers on the dashboard, people will get confused that I don't know whether this number seems good, bad, or how it is, how to read it off, right? Many people might not have that understanding of saying that 3.4% is good or not, whether 20% was good or 5% is good. I don't know what's the range, right? So what we can do is we can color code this number and we can say that, okay, if the number is coming in this color, that means it's negative or it's bad. If it's between this range, it's neutral. If it's above this range, then we can say it's positive, something like that. So what we can do is we can select this card, go to the format option of this card on callout value. Now against color, right now the color is black. Against this color option, next to this color option, you can see FX. That is conditional formatting. Click on FX. Now, gradient I have already explained right now in the table format. We'll do rule based. So we'll click on rule here. Check on the field name. This field name is what you have in your table, not what you are showing on the chart, but what you have it on the table. So in table, my column is being stored as a variance percentage name. So I'm choosing the field name here. And I'm writing the rules here. I'm saying that if my value is greater than equal to minimum and less than 0, then I want to show it in a red color because it's negative. Add a new rule. plus new rule. I'm telling it's greater than 0 and less than equal to 10%, let's say 0.1. Then I'm saying neutral, amber color. Amber color can be orange or yellow mix kind of a thing. And new rule, if it's greater than 0.1 to the maximum value, here I can choose maximum. Sorry, my bad. I want it to be green color. If I click on OK, you can see the color has changed now. Now I'll change for the years. Let's say I'll go to date and I'll choose only 2020. Again, it's amber in color, 5.8%. If I choose 2022, it's dark green in color, which means it was more than 10%. If I go for 2019, 23%. Yeah, 2021, it's in negative, red in negative. So it's in red color, 15%. So now this color coding helps people to understand how to read these value, right? Like they know what is the benchmark. When it's turning green, it's good. If it's turning amber color, it's neutral. If it's in red, it's negative. So this is how they can read and see how to read the numbers. Okay, any doubts, anyone?
Prakshita, can you show me once, like, where did you click on the conditional formatting? It's actually basically applied on the date filter graph, or
No, you need to choose this graph. So go ahead
okay.
and choose this, select you'll see the borders for this is selected. Go to
Yeah.
format,
Mhm.
call out value,
Okay.
and you under color, you'll see black and then FX. Click
Okay,
on that
got it.
FX.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
See, you need to see like to start with, like since you guys don't have a lot of practice right now, so it will be difficult for you to find out where that option lies, right? So what you can do is like whatever values you are seeing on the card or on the any of the graph, right? Inside the graph, those are called the call out value or the value, the date value. So in the formatting option, wherever you see value as an option, these values will get filled. The changes will be done on these values. If you
Okay.
see the title here, if you want to do on top, this is called title. So you need to search the title as an option and do the formatting there. All these options where you see these numbers and all, these are called data labels. These are all
Okay.
the generic terms which we use across all the visualization in irrespective of the tool. So these
Yeah,
are your
got it.
data labels. You can search for data labels. If you want to make any changes to the access part, you can go ahead and search for access segment.
Yeah, understood. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, cool. Any other doubts, anyone, before we move to the next topic? Okay. So now next what we'll do is we'll try to navigate from one page to another. So we'll just rename these pages as executive summary. And this is the data table. Let's see. Data view. I'm just renaming the pages. One more thing. If you want to add any text or any title on the dashboard and all, no, it's simple. You can go to insert. You have option of text box. So you can simply choose a text box and add the title. You can write whatever thing you want to write here on the text box. Let's say here. Executive summary. Do the formatting bold, center. Okay. I can simply bring this. I'm not able to. So you can just bring this on top and you can expand it like this. So these, I'm just showing you an example. You can do it as per the requirement. This is how you can add the titles and all. I'm not adding in a proper format, but you can add it in a proper format. So you can change the size, make it center aligned, and all those things can be done. Yeah. Now, when we want to navigate from one page to another, in Power BI, when you publish these pages, right now, how you are seeing is, you're seeing the page name at bottom. When you publish it off, these page names comes on the left side here. And when you click on the page names, you will navigate from one page to another. That's one way to do it. But you want to give an option of navigating on the dashboard itself, that the person don't need to go to the page name and search, but from dashboard only they can navigate. So you can use a concept of bookmarking. So how the bookmarking concept works is, you have a view here, right? Go to view. Why it is not enabled? For you guys, is the bookmark option enabled? Or it's disabled?
Yes, ma'am. It's enabled.
Okay. I don't know why it's specific for me now. It was working. I cannot restart the system. Okay, for uh, uh, whom it's enabled, please click on the bookmark. You'll see a new bookmark pane which comes. Renaming of columns will not affect the original columns in the dataset. Whatever renames you do, you are doing for this table, you're not doing for the complete dataset. If you do it under this data view or table view, the left side you have three icons, right? The center icon. Only in that case, it will impact. Okay, I think there's some setting change which I need to do. I'm not able to do that, but for you guys, I can just dictate. If you want, okay. If anyone wants to share the screen, I can do it on that screen also. Because if I search for it and make it enable, it will take time.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute. Yeah. Can you start sharing the screen, please?
Yes. Allow me.
Yeah. I'll request the controls.
Yes.
I've requested the control. please grant me the access.
Yeah, done.
Okay, yes. So if you go here on view tab, you'll see the bookmarks option in the select panes. So if you click on bookmarks, it will appear in the vertical manner here. So the way you have visualization fields filters, similar to that, you'll have the bookmark as an option. Now, in that bookmark option, you have this add. I'll just rename the page name here to data view. Okay, we'll go back to the executive summary. In the bookmarks option, you have an option of add here. Click on add. The first is bookmark 1. So what we'll do is we'll rename this bookmark to executive summary on the page we are. Now click on the 3 drop downs next to it. You have data display current page. So what we'll do is we'll uncheck data and display, which means the reason why we are unchecking these two options is whenever we move from one page to another, we don't want our data to be carried from one page to another. Whatever data was there for, or whatever filters were applied for a given page should remain as it is. I don't want to carry those filters to the next page. So that's the reason we are doing this. Now we'll go to the data view and click on the add button again on the bookmark. We'll add a next bookmark as data view. Okay, so this happens many times. Why we are doing this is, let's say whenever you upload or you publish your report, it's up to you what all pages you want to publish basically. So many times it happens that, let's say this data view, right, it had some raw data information, detailed data related information. I don't want that page to be visible to everyone when I publish it off. So what I can do is I can right click on the page and I can hide that page. So when I hide that page, now when I publish this, if the page is hidden, the page will not be visible to anyone. So what I want to do is, if the page is visible, people can navigate by themselves. But if the page is not visible, I want to give this option to the selected people. Selected people means whosoever is interested in seeing that data view, only those people can click on that button and go to data view and come back to this page again. So though it's hidden, but it's accessible based on some condition, right? So what we can do next is, you can go to insert on top. You have this buttons option. Click on the drop down. You'll have these arrows as a button. So what I'll do is I'll choose a button of right arrow, sorry. And we'll add it on the dashboard. So I'll just drag and drop on the right side here. Ideally, you can put that arrow at the bottom of your dashboard. We don't have a place here, so I'm just adding it here on the right. Now, since this is a button, that means if I click on this arrow, it should do some action, right? It cannot just sit like this. So if you select this particular arrow, you can see in the format option, you have shape. You can choose the shape here. You can do rotation, you can choose the style and all these formatting options you can try by your own. But on the action segment, toggle this button on action, click on the action, and the type here you can choose as a bookmark. When you choose bookmark as a type, now you need to give a name to that bookmark, that okay, when you click on this arrow icon, this button, where you want to navigate. So I'm telling that I want to navigate to data view. So type bookmark data view. Okay. Now you can even add a tooltip and all, you can add a text here, all those things you can add that go to this link and all. So if you see, if you hover on that button, it is saying Control plus click here to follow the link, which means to click this button, you need to press Control first and then click, and you'll navigate to the data view page. So the page was hidden, but you navigated to that page. Now, Once you are on this page, again, since the page was hidden, you will not see the page name after you publish the data. So what you need to do is you need to add a button here also so that you can navigate back to the original page. So what we'll do is we'll go to buttons, we'll add a back button here. I added a back button here. But there are two options. Okay. This is a back button. Same cheese, go to action, select this button, go to action. Type as bookmark. And navigate to the original page, executive summary. Now again, press Control and click that button. You'll navigate again to your executive summary. So bookmarks are important when you have any hidden dashboard and you want to move from that page to another and you want to make the buttons actionable. In that case, you can use these bookmark options. Any doubts here, anyone?
Even though if the page is hidden, even then we can like navigate.
This is especially used when the page is hidden, because if the page is not hidden, you'll see the page name on the screen itself, right? So you don't even need this navigation option. You can add, that's an additional information, but you don't need it as such. But if the page is hidden, in that case, you can definitely add this.
So like in certain cases, a person who has made the dashboard will have certain pages who he does not wants to publish. So that's
that
why
you can that you can hide to you. It's up to you.
Right.
If you're not adding it in any action or bookmark, that page will be hidden. It will not be published.
Right, but if a page is hidden and we are adding a button to it, which is what is the use case for this, like in industry level? That's
So
what-
it means that I don't want to show this page as a page so that everyone can navigate. If anyone is interested in knowing the detailing about that information, only those people can go and click that option and navigate to that page. Else people are not supposed to navigate.
Okay, got it.
Cool. I hope bookmark is
Prachita, I just have
Yeah.
two questions. One is, how did you make that page hidden?
right click on
get
the page
Okay.
and you'll have a hide option.
Okay. And then the second one is, where did you specify the condition if control key has to be specified?
No, I didn't specify that condition. That's a by default condition, but how the buttons work on Power BI. You need to press Control and then click to follow the link.
Okay. Okay. So it's a very generic condition, right? We
Generic
cannot customize it. Okay.
Yeah, you cannot. Even the way it is for these drop downs, right? If you want to do multiple selection, you do this and you press Control and then only you can select the next one. It's similar
Okay.
to that.
Okay, got it.
Okay, cool. I'll stop sharing. I'll share my screen now. Yeah. Thank you, Samriddhi.
Okay.
Okay, the last thing, so we have completed Power BI. You guys need to practice. Please do practice, only then you'll be able to get a hands-on on this. So please do practice, create other dashboards. I'll share one more. I'll upload one more. Not this. This is the old link. I'll upload one more PBIX file that is created by me only with the same data set, but it has some extra visualization and extra metrics. So you can refer this also if you want to refer it anytime. I've uploaded on the drive. The last thing I was trying to sell was docs.microsoft. Let me just. So on this Microsoft.com Power BI, this you can find all the documentation related to the Power BI.
Prashna, one question. We haven't talked about publishing the dashboard, right?
So for that only I was trying to open this. So I cannot publish the dashboard. I said in the first class also, in Power BI to publish the dashboard, we need a organization license, organization ID. So what happens is, this is my yeah, you have a sign-in option here on top. If you click on sign in, it asks you the email and it should be your organizational email.
Okay.
You cannot log in via Gmail ID.
Got it. Okay.
So now, since I don't have that, like I have it, my organizational, it's confidential, so I cannot share it here. So I'm sharing this link with you all that whenever you need to publish or you are working at an industry level, you can just refer this link. It's very important. Just keep it with you. So publishing part is simple. You don't have to do anything. Sign in here with your organizational ID. At a home tab itself, you have an option of publish. Click on publish. It will ask you to sign in, save your work, give a name to your workbook, and it will publish. That's it. But with one click, it will publish. So you don't have to worry much about the publishing part. But the important thing is,
sorry to interrupt you. The end result is after publishing, we will be getting a output file or something like that.
The end result I'll talk about now. So the publish part is simple. Click on the publish button, it will publish. Now, when it gets published, it published on Power BI online service. So this is the online Power BI tool. Again, you'll have access to this only when you have an access to organizational ID. So this online Power BI is a licensed product. So when you publish, your reports go on this particular platform, online service. So on this platform, you'll see exactly in the same manner. So you can see here, the icons are there on the left side. You have workspaces, reports and all. So if you scroll down 1 minute. Yeah, if you click on a workspace on the left side, you'll see your workspace. If you're working in an organization, you'll see two set of workspace. One is your personal, one is the organization will have a common workspace also, right? So that everyone can publish in the same workspace and everyone will have the visibility of the dashboard. That's how it works. So in workspace, you'll have two. One is your own personal workspace plus your organizational workspace. Now, whenever you publish the dashboard, you can see two information gets published. One is your data set and one is your report. So data set is whatever modeling, the semantic models we created. That is data pre-processing, modeling part, column name changing, measures, calculated field creation. All these things is being uploaded or published as a data set here. It's a semantic model. And you have a second as a report. Report is your dashboard. So on as a report, you only get your dashboard published. So whenever you refresh, you can schedule your auto refresh on this platform. So the refresh will happen on the data set and your reports will automatically get refreshed. So you'll share the link of your report with your stakeholders. So once you click on the report, I'll show you the report dashboard. This is how your report looks like. Whatever dashboard you created, exact same format, exact same view you see on the screen also. And if you are the creator, you'll also have the edit access here. So if you click on edit, you can make few changes. Few changes means when you click on edit, you'll exactly be able to view the screen like this, the desktop version altogether. You'll have filters, you'll have visualization there, and you'll have data, which means on this platform also you can create few charts by yourself. You don't have to create on desktop version, but you can create on this platform also. But again, if you create on this platform, it will not automatically reflect on desktop. You need to download the workbook from here and use that workbook. And as I was saying, all the pages on the desktop version is at the bottom, right? We saw a bottom horizontal manner, but when you publish, it comes here on the vertical left side. Page names are there, these. So this is a good link to refer whenever you publish your dashboard. You have a lot of things here. So just keep this link saved. It will help you a lot whenever you are publishing or you are using this service account. Power BI service, online service account.
Okay, that means we will be sharing only the report part, and we'll keep the data set, isolated from a common access, and then whenever we refresh the data on those data part, that will be automatically reflected on the report shared to
Yeah.
the stakeholders, right?
Yeah, this is for the explanation part, but you don't have to do anything by yourself. Everything has been taken care of by Power BI. You just publish, it gets published into dataset and report, two different format. Click on the report, copy the link and share it off. You don't have to worry about the dataset and all. You just schedule on the dataset, go to the setting, schedule a refresh, whatever time you have scheduled, whether it's a weekly, monthly or daily. On that time, it will get refreshed, and the user who are viewing the report just need to click on refresh option here. That's it. So you don't have to do anything from your side a lot. You don't have to publish separately or something. You just need to do one publish. Power BI handles it automatically.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Any other doubts, anyone? Please, I'm focusing again on this link because this I was not able to show you practically. That's the reason I'm asking you to save this link. Just bookmark this link on your browsers so that whenever you use it off, you know where to go and refer. And if you have any doubts in Power BI, just refer this documentation of Power BI. It's very good. And it will help you in resolving your concerns quickly. If in case you have any other doubts later on, also do practice it off, you can always reach out to me. Okay. Any doubts, anyone? Open for the questions.
For me, that bookmark option is not working. And when I click on it, it says press control and click here to follow the link, but nothing happens.
So have you made that action?
Yeah. It's enabled. It's on, and the type is bookmark. Bookmark. I have selected the right bookmark.
You have given the name of the page also from on which page you need to go.
Yes.
It should not happen. Can you please quickly share your screen?
Yeah, sure. So these are the bookmarks I have created, and the total sales amount I have done it. Okay, and the executive summary. Okay, so here.
Go to that button, select the arrow button on top, on the executive summary only, not here.
Okay.
On the dashboard, you have arrow button. Select this. Go to the action.
Yeah.
Bookmark total sales. Okay. Now press Control and click on that arrow.
Yeah, it's nothing happening. I mean,
You're not getting. This is a button only, right?
yeah, button.
You're getting this option. If you press Control, it's not happening.
No, not happening. I'm on Mac actually, but I've installed the VM.
Okay, that doesn't matter then. If it's a VM, it should work. I have requested the control.
Yeah, give me. Okay, both display and data needs to be answered.
But that should not impact. Let's see. This issue is something else only. Let me just create a new button altogether.
Okay. Total sales amount. The page which I've done.
This is like I think from settings, if we can go and check buttons. It's a setting issue, definitely, that buttons are not enabled.
Okay.
We need to search for each of the settings and then see where it is. Even I'm not sure where it sits. Okay, let me do it on my screen. You can try.
Okay.
Delete the control. I'll quickly check on my. You are holding the control key and then pressing the click, right?
Yeah, I'm holding the control key. It's not working.
Ideally, it should work.
Okay, it is working, but not with the mouse. Like, if I click on enter, then it is
Okay.
working. Like, for example, here.
Okay.
Okay. The mouse click is not working for some reason. I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Maybe it's a VM, so that might be issue. Cool. Yeah.
Ma'am, in the last class, you uh, gave the concept of filter, applying filter to the particular page or something like that. Can you explain that again?
Filter, okay. Okay, so this is a filter tab, right? So whatever filters you want, you can drag and drop on this page. So let's say I give you an example of gender. I think I'm not sure, but let me take an example of gender. If I drag and drop gender to this page, you can see right now all the values just check on any one value 26.5 or something. If I filter only for M here, you can see the complete information on this page is getting filtered for gender as male. So this is a page level filter where all the charts will get filtered with the filter option you have chosen. If you want to make it for all pages, that means you want to do this filtering for data view also and executive summary also. So we'll drag and drop gender to all pages, which means irrespective of number of pages you have on your workbook, this filter will get applicable for all the pages. So you can see executive summary also it gets filtered. The total value is 13.1 M. Go to data view. You can see the total value again is 13.1 M. Right? So that means all the pages on your dashboard are getting filtered with the filter option you have chosen. So in filters, there are 3 types of filter. Filter only for the visual. That means if you select any visual, you will get that option, filters on this visual. Then the next 2 types are filter on this page and all pages. You just need to drag and drop the correct column in the correct segment to make that filter work. That's it.
Okay. So like even if we click on separate charts, we can apply filters from there as well. If you like click
If
on
you click on any chart and if you apply filter on this visual, this filter will only get applied on this visual. But if you apply the filter on all pages, you need to read this filter on this page and all pages, then it will be applicable for all pages.
Okay, like for example, in this case, for the gender case, if you click on the donut chart over male or female section, even then it will be like it will show like
it will
right.
show as a filter, but that's a functionality given to the user. That if a user wants to click on this and see the numbers, it can work in that way. But as a creator, if you want to filter anything, sometimes it happens, no, that let's say I don't want to publish my dashboard with the data of last 10 years. I just want 2 years of data to be published. So in that case, I can just filter on all pages for 2 years and my data will have that option. So this filter as a functionality is for the creators, not for the users.
Okay, so if we have
So
yeah,
people who view this dashboard will not even see the filter pane if they don't have the edit access.
and if there are say 5 years of data and we only want to show the 2 years of data, latest 2 years of data, so the user will only be able to filter on the 2 years of data only.
Correct.
Like they won't.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Because
Got
this
it.
filter is happening from the back end.
Got it. Got it.
Cool. Okay. Cool, guys. Okay. That's all I had on the Power BI. Okay. So someone asked for funnel chart. So you have a funnel type of visualization or waterfall visualization. This is a funnel visualization to show the funnel charts in this. But you should have a funnel in place, then only you can show the funnel. Like you should have the hierarchy in place. In that case, you can show the funnels. You can try for each visuals. Like obviously you'll need some time, like take a week or two, just try exploring all the charts and all you have in the Power BI. And if in case you have any doubts, we can always connect back. Like if all of you have doubts or there are a lot of doubts, we can connect for 1 hour as a doubt clearing session and I can clear. Because right now, you might not have those many doubts because like when you start practicing it by yourself, you come across many challenges and many doubts you have, right? So just jot down all your doubts. If you have a good number of doubts and you want, either you can ping me or you can reach out to Abhishek, ask him to schedule a class. Anything works for me, right? But do practice. If you'll practice only, then you'll have doubts.
Prakshita, can you share your screen? Just
Yeah.
one thing I want to ask. In this visualization, I can see two other interesting visualization type. So one is similar to table, which is called matrix, and the other one is R and Python, right? So can you just briefly explain what these two will do?
Matrix is the way you have the x cross y matrix in the mathematics, right? So you want to show the cross tab between the two values. In those cases, you can use this matrix. If you use pivot in the Power BI and do a cross tab there, right? Columns and the rows and the values fall in between. In those cases, you can use the matrix as a chart. R script and Python scripts are basically that there are some visuals which you can write using the R script and Python scripts. For those parts, you use it. Basically, for the analytics part, in that case, you can use.
So like the libraries used here will be that we usually use in Python for data visualization, like C1,
Correct.
okay,
Correct. Yeah.
ggplot and everything.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you, Prakshita.
Okay, cool. Cool, guys. Let me know, just practice and let me know if you have any doubts. So we I'm always there. We can just connect back and discuss on that.
Like I have a few queries in general. I mean, not on the Power BI topics. Like how important Power BI is like for the data scientist and the data analytics. Like should we know
for
that
reporting,
DAX formulas in detail, or the
not in
basic
detail, but
DAX
at
would be
least
enough?
you'll basic DAX works for Daniel. You should know any one visualization tool in depth, that is Power BI or Tableau. Either of it works for right now, but Power BI, since DAX is there, it enhances your chances of getting selected. So for DAX also, normal general questions are asked, not the in-depth one, until unless you claim that you are expert in Power BI. So
Okay.
yeah.
Because there are so many functions in DAX, so it would be really difficult to remember each one of them.
Correct.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, how do we get to know which, while selecting a chart, right? Or by selecting a visual, how do we get to know, which data should be presented on the report? So that is always a big question, actually.
So which chart should be selected for what type of data? I've already shared one that's the first deck I have shared. You can go through and there is a slide there which says that, okay, when you have these type of categorical or continuous variables, this is the right chart to be used. So that will help. And this all will come with practice. Basically, the more you practice, you'll understand why we are using this chart for these metrics and why not the other one. It comes with experience and practice.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Cool. Okay then. Thank you everyone. Let me know if you have any doubts. I've already shared the link of a drive. All the data is uploaded on the drive. Cool. It was nice interacting with you all. Thank you everyone.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Prakshita. It was a
Thank you.
nice and interactive session.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.